You gotta pay the bills.
Yeah, to make the currency, you have to work all the time.
The currency is good, but the bill's coming. The bill is
free and free.
I really miss Nigeria. You know?
Same.
Yeah, I miss the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought you were asking me if I listen to music in America.
Yeah.
I don't have the time to listen to even do anything. Sometimes some of my friends complain. You know, that's why they said once you get to the US, you forget about people in Nigeria.
Yeah, you act brand new.
You don't have.
How is life from Nigeria to the US? I mean, is it a better quality of life, or what do y'all think? Today we are going to be talking to somebody getting a first-hand interview. Stay tuned. Sisters, how y'all feeling? Brothers, y'all alright? It's Kezia and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a treat for you guys, okay? I know I always be talking about my experience in the US and why I love South Africa, but today I have Dickson here. He is from Nigeria and he's going to be telling us about his experience here in the US. Okay, so introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Dickson. I'm from Nigeria. I came to the States February this year, 2023. So
you've been here, what is like April? So you've been here like 2 months?
Yeah, 2 months plus, almost 3 months.
Yeah, almost 3 months.
Yeah.
So when you arrived here and you got off the plane and you said, did you get here in the daytime or nighttime?
Daytime.
Okay. What did you think about the United States or Florida when you got here?
Yeah, when I go to the United States, Florida, it was really exciting seeing the beautiful places, looking around. Then I got home to the house. It was really nice. The place was really nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
What part of Nigeria are you from? Are you from like Abuja or?
I'm from Delta State.
Okay, is that like in the city or is that in the rural area?
Yeah, I mean kind of a city.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this much different? Is this a lot different from Nigeria?
Yeah, much different. Because in Nigeria, the movement there is different from the one I'm seeing here.
Is it more busy or?
In Nigeria, it's more busy than here.
And more people in the streets?
Yeah. When you come out from your house, you see people everywhere moving. But in the state here, in the Florida, no, you don't see people. You don't find people outside like that.
Yeah. People are usually like, they go home, they go to the point A to point B, and that's usually how it is here in the United States. Okay, so let's talk about the climate. How is the weather in Niger?
Nigeria weather is hot during the dry season, which is the hot season. But the rainy season, it gets cold. When it rains, it's always cold.
Okay, so here in Florida, how have you found the weather? Has it been easy to adapt or is it similar?
It's easy to adapt because the sun is hot and the wind is blowing, so I don't feel the sun.
Okay.
Just like it's not like Nigeria, when the sun is hot, you always feel it burning.
Yeah.
But here the wind is always blowing, so but sometimes it gets cool, but it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So how has your experience been? Have you got to go to any stores or any shopping centers since you've been here?
Yeah, we've been to a lot of stores. Some of the stores, they have everything.
How do you find, compared to the Naira, the dollar, how do you find the expenses here? Is it more expensive, less expensive?
I think it should be almost the same. It's just that the dollar have more value than the Naira, but the expenses, it should be just a little different because in Nigeria things are expensive too.
So you think the U.S. and Nigeria are pretty much the same as far as expenses goes? You think it's
Yeah,
like on the same level?
it's not the same, just a little difference. The expenses in America is more lesser, but just a little difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because see, I live in South Africa, so my money goes further there. Things are much more affordable. Here, when I come to the U.S., they be knocking me over my head getting my money because it is expensive.
Yeah. The reason why you feel things are more affordable, you know, in America, the money is high. So the higher you get the money, the higher you spend too. In Nigeria, because the money is low there, so the little you get, the little you also spend, but it's still expensive.
Okay. How have you found the job search?
Yeah, the job search, when I came newly, it wasn't really easy. Yeah, it was really stressful. So
you already have a job?
Yeah, Alicia helped me to make an application through a friend, and it was easy for me to get a job at Wendy's. So I started there, and the job was good, but far different from Nigeria working experience. Because in Nigeria, you go to work at 8. Though it depends, if you're working in the government, you resume at 8 and you close by 4. You know, when you're working, you can walk around. You know, when you're not busy, you walk around, talk. But here in the States, you always, if you have to stand, you stand for the 8 hours, except you're on break for 30 minutes. So if you have to sit, you sit for it. So it's really different.
So you're saying, like, in Niger, you're able to, you know, have a little bit more breaks in between, like sit, you know, chat a little bit in between. But here, it's
just a steady walk, steady. Once you are in, you don't move. Except you want to ease yourself, you want to pee or that's all.
But wait a minute, I think, okay, so you've only been here almost 3 months and you've already gotten a job. So
not just a job, jobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got 2 jobs?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got 2 jobs. Okay. He corrected me real quick. Look, I work, okay?
if there's still more time for me to get more than 2 jobs, I can still get my job.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what's the other place that you?
Yeah, I started with Wendy's full time. Then I did my own application. I applied for FedEx. Yeah, so they took me there for part time. I worked there, but the distance was it is in Port St. Lucie. Oh, so the distance was a little far.
Look at you knowing where it's at. That's good. That you getting like so acquainted so quickly. You know what I mean? So, but do you enjoy your job at FedEx?
Yeah, because though it's, you know, fast, but the enjoyment there is that everybody minds their business. You don't have to talk. Once you start, nobody until, because it's just 4-5 hours job until you get off. So when you get off, everybody walk home separate. You know, no talk, nothing, no friendly. You know, except you want to make a friend. So it's really good working there, minding your business without no interference.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm still trying to get a less stressful job, that I'll just a good pay job with a less stressful activity. Then I'll just be stable in it. That's why I still put more applications there. So
that's
maybe
good.
I think because I haven't gotten any certification on any job, that's why. So, but I'm still trying.
No, but that's good, because I know people who live right here who still talk about they can't get no job, and you just got here 3 months ago and you got 2+ jobs.
Yeah, because the job, you know, maybe not everyone will be able to pick up the kind of job that I'm picking right now.
But you like to get the check, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and they want money, so they need to do the job. So, I mean, I think that's really, you know, honorable. That's really good that you came here, you hit the ground running, you found a jobs, and, you know, you're getting acquainted to, you know, your surroundings.
Yeah.
So, have you found anyone, how do you find the people here in the U.S. compared to Nigeria? Do you think they're friendly? Are they outgoing? Or do they just kind of like stay to themselves?
Yeah, they are friendly. Because when you want to talk to anybody, he listens. But not really close, but friendly, because they allow you to speak, and if what they can provide answer to or help to, they do. Yeah.
Okay, so the difference that I found in South Africa, well, just on the continent period, is like the community. Like the community aspect of South Africa, Senegal, even Morocco. It's like people, they don't have to know you like to help you, like, or when they buy something, say they have something extra, they'll come to their neighbors and give it to their neighbors. I don't know if that would necessarily happen here, because we're kind of like the US is a little bit more individualistic, but I think on the whole that we are, you know, friendly people. Like the majority of us are pretty friendly. Okay, so Dickson, right now I know that Nigeria is preparing for a new president, and they're having problems with like the currency exchange. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, the currency changing is due to the incumbent president which is the acting president. So he said before the election, he said because people buy votes, so he wants the currency to change so that the vote buying will be limited. So, and doing that,
they buy votes.
Yeah, you know, during the election, they come to you with their money bags, and they tell you vote for me and take money. And that money they will give to you is just for 4 years.
Oh.
Yes, 4 years you collected money, little money, and 4 years they will be there doing nothing for this country.
Yeah.
So that is what the president was trying to stop, the buying of votes, and that led to the change of currency. But it was really affecting because it's too close. It's too closer to the election time, and you know, battling with the election process and the change of currency, so everything was so hectic in Nigeria.
Oh.
Yes.
Because I know that a lot of people were saying that people that are currently in Nigeria, they were having problems getting money out of the ATMs. They only was allowed a certain amount.
Yes, because that is why I told you that they want to prevent the buying of votes. So they hold the currency back. As they are changing, the new one they are bringing out, they bring little so that you know, they feel that those that are the politicians will not have access to enough currency to give to the masses, to the people that are in the voters, to buy the vote. So that is what they restricted, they limited the amount of currency being, the cash being coming out.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so that's so interesting, because is that something normal, you know, them pretty much bribing people to get into office? That's something normal that happens in Nigeria? It's
not really normal, but they do it, you know.
Yeah.
Since they know each time they got into the office as a politician, they do few and acquire more to themselves.
Yeah.
So the one they acquire, the ones from there, they want to give little to you, so that you be able to, they know you don't have.
Yeah.
They know they pay, the working system there, the amount they pay is meager, so you don't have enough. to spend. So they want to give you from the one they've stolen, the one they've kept for themselves. They want to give you little to enable them go there for another 4 years. So that is why they buy vote, they keep the money and use it to buy the vote from the voters.
Okay.
To make sure you vote for them and take little money. So it's not really the right thing, but that's what they do because they know you, the masses,
you don't have it,
you don't have the money.
Yeah.
So
any little that you can get,
you'll be happy.
It's enriched. Yeah, it's enrichment.
But presently, I think the people are getting to wiser more enough to know that what they are collecting is too little for 4 years.
Yeah.
You know, so they want
to be coming with that. You know, I love the Nollywood movies, and when I first got to South Africa, I would watch these Nollywood movies, right? And they would say, okay, I'm gonna give you, you know, they would try to bribe the person or whatever inside the movie, and they would be like, in order for me not to do this to this person or whatever, you have to give me like 15,000, you know, million nada or whatever. And I used to be like, dang, 15 million nada. Then I did the like conversion to the US dollar, and then I was like, oh, that's not, you know what I mean? I didn't know that the nada,
oh, just $1,000 in dollars.
yeah, it's not like a whole lot of money. When you hear millions, you know, you be thinking like, wow, you know, that's so much money. But then when you convert it
50
to
million should be more than $50,000. It should be more than far more than.
Yeah.
I should be about getting close to about I'd like calculate it, maybe more than 100 or going to $200,000.
Okay, but like, you know, like when I would see the movie, even if I'm like, you know, kind of exaggerating, if they would say like 1 million nada or whatever, and then I would be like, oh, 1 million nada, they ain't gonna have that, you know. Then you try to convert it and you're like, oh, that's not that much money. It's not what I thought it was gonna be. Okay, Dickson, so we're gonna wrap this up. I just want to know give me 3 good things that you have noticed about being in the US so far.
Yeah, 3 good things. I think one is being in a good environment, you know, whereby the light don't go off. The light doesn't go off. Though you got to pay, but it's a good thing that it doesn't go off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
you know, in South Africa, they have load shedding where the lights go off for a few hours as well. So you guys have that in Nigeria as well?
In Nigeria, in fact, the light is always going off.
But do you guys know when it's going off? Like, do they tell you?
They don't tell you.
Oh.
They can take it off for the past, maybe for the next 1 month, you won't see light.
Oh, wait a minute, a month?
Yeah.
No, that ain't nothing like load shedding.
And some places it's even more than a month, 6 months.
We're not
6 months, a year. It's just where they can get light. Maybe when the light go off, they can get it within a short days. Is those high residential areas.
Yeah.
The city,
they have
like
generators.
Yeah, like Lagos, in Abuja, and those high places whereby the rich men live. But the rest places, you can sometimes 2 weeks, 1 month, 6 months.
And this is in the city or in the rural areas?
In the city, some places in the city.
Wow.
Some parts.
Wow. Okay, so first pro, steady electricity, okay? Which is good. Okay, so what is the second pro, the second good thing about being in the US?
I think I love the weather.
The weather. Yes. Well, Florida does have nice weather.
I love the weather.
You know, we don't get too cool though. It's usually like hotter, you know, hottest. It's not really like cold, but you say you like it so far.
Yes.
Okay.
And I also like the way they pay for work, for job. They pay per hour. Yeah, so
in Nigeria is salary?
Salary in Nigeria is a month.
Oh, you get paid once a month?
Yes, once a month.
Oh, wow. But his salary is good enough to live off.
Depends on your position.
Oh wow.
Yeah, depends.
So here you get paid once a week, twice a week,
Yeah,
every 2 weeks.
Yeah, sometimes a week, weekly, sometimes every 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, so that's good. Okay. Okay, so give me three cons, three things that you don't like about the U.S. so far.
Oh wow. What I don't actually like is the working system whereby you work. If you are to stand, you don't sit.
Okay, so you gotta stand up all day.
All day.
And I mean, that gotta be hard on your feet, on your back.
Yes.
But what else?
Though particularly I think it should be in Fort Pierre here, whereby we don't actually have too much of Africa like Nigeria's food stores. Nigeria stores, yeah, they're not really in Fort Pierre, so
So how
really
do you
bad.
like the food here in the U.S.? Do you miss Niger food?
Yeah, I miss Nigeria food. Though I'm trying to, I do try to cook some Nigeria food here, you know, but getting the ingredients
It's difficult.
is
So what do you cook? Have you cooked fufu?
Fufu?
Yeah.
I don't too much like fufu.
Okay.
I do gari and soup and stew.
Stew. And do you know how to cook jollof rice? Or you don't really do jollof?
I don't really do jollof, but I like jollof.
So you like the stews. Do you eat like a lot of goat, the goat stew?
Goat?
Or no?
Cow meat, chicken. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so he was talking about the first con was long standing on jobs. The second con was like the food here in the U.S. He can't get a lot of, you know, like hometown favorites, which I understand. So what is the third con?
The third con is really, really, you know, risky in America, whereby the people can just shoot anybody.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a lot of gun violence.
Yes, gun violence.
Yeah.
So
every day you turn on the news. Just within this last 2 weeks, how many has it been, Leisha? I think it's been like four or five.
Yeah.
And these have been like one kid, he went to the wrong house. His mom sent him to go get his brother and sister. He went to the wrong house. This man shot him twice, shot him in the head, and then stood over him and shot him again. These people had like a sweet 16 birthday party, got shot up. A 6-year-old just got shot because she went into somebody's backyard to get their ball that went into somebody's yard. So the gun violence here in the U.S. I was in the military, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, our day-to-day life is not as violent as we see here in the U.S. Every single day there's something popping out. People can't go to the grocery stores, movie theaters, even church. They shoot up the church. So
in Florida it's even worse because they passed that gun law where anybody can, you don't have to show any anybody can get a gun.
Yeah, I mean it's the access to weapons here in the U.S. It's too easy. It's too easy. Anybody can get a weapon and go. And when I was in Miami, it was another school shooting. It's a lot. So okay, Dickson, I know I took over your third answer, but the gun violence is really bad. Yeah. What is a typical day like for you? So what's a typical day? So you say you start, how do you start your day? You wake up?
Yeah, since I'm doing 2 jobs, the first job is a part-time. I wake up 4 a.m. in the morning, then get ready before 5:30 because I go to my first job at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. They work till 10 a.m. Then from then I resumed the second job by 10:30. So I got off by 7 p.m. 7:30.
Okay, so pretty much your day starts at 4 o'clock
And at 7:30.
and ends at 7:30.
Yes.
So then you come home, you shower, you eat, you sleep, and then you do it all over.
Yeah, sometimes I sleep at 10 or 10:30.
Yeah. Okay, guys, because I wanted to know about, y'all, Niger has the music. Burna Boy, Wizkid, they have the music. So I wanted to ask him, does he miss the music or whatever? But he was saying,
Yeah, I miss the music.
Yeah.
Because I thought you were asking me if I listen to music in America.
Yeah.
I don't have the time to listen to even do anything. Sometimes some of my friends complain. That's why they said once you get to the US, you forget about people in Nigeria.
Yeah, you ate the
Because
brand new.
you don't have the not really new. They don't believe they believe you have time to talk with them, but no time. The little time I'm thinking of how to get some sleep.
Yeah.
You understand? So time to chat with them, let them know how far and talk with them, but no time. So they get angry and they feel you forget about them.
So no leisure. Like Dickson said, he over here working. He got 2 jobs.
In Nigeria, I love, going outing.
Yeah.
That's why I said Nigeria is really there's a good freedom. Even if you are working from 8 to 4, you get off, you still have opportunity to go to the bar, have fun, listen to music, enjoy. Yeah. You take the beer and the pepper soup. Those things I really miss them a lot. You understand? So, but no time for those ones in the States, because all you do is to make sure you work, because there's going to be a lot of beat coming out.
Yeah, because that's why I think the quality of life is different here in the U.S. because the currency is good, but you working all the time.
Yes,
because you got to pay the bills.
Yeah, to make the currency, you have to work all the time.
The currency is good, but the bill's coming. The bill
Land of the free ain't free.
I really miss Nigeria.
Yeah, and that's why I like living in South Africa. It's a slower pace. Now I'm retired military, so I get money from the government, but it's still a slower pace where you get to have, like you said, go talk to your friends, spend time, go to the gym, go for a walk, just really enjoyment. And here in the US, sometimes that is missing in the lifestyle. But thank you so much for sharing.
Welcome.
Okay, the final question I have for you. What do your family think about you being here in the US?
Yeah, they are really happy. They feel good me being in the US, because every person in Africa believe that once you get to the US, you
made it.
You made it, because it's as if you are in search of a greener pasture. That's why you leave Africa. So because the money, the currency is high. When you get it and get to the Africa, you have a lot of dough.
Yeah.
So that's why they feel, once you're in America, they feel happy.
Yeah.
And they feel good.
I know most people that I know that are from the continent, they usually have to send money back to their family. So it helps when the currency is stronger here in the US. But Dickson, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. I hope this gives you guys some insight. Y'all know how I feel about the US, but I'm from here. It's good to get another outlook from an African male, somebody who is, from the continent, from Nigeria. He's able to tell you his personal experience, and I just appreciate you for taking the time to share with my audience. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Miracles and blessings. Until next time.
I guess I'll be on my way now.